Well, the reason that hospitals are not a bigger part of the conversation is they don't want to be. They're hiding, and they've been very successful. It's hard to attack a local not-for-profit hospital when their names are on the backs of little league uniforms. And I think it's really important to mention, Jerry, that this is not about the really fabulous service that doctors and nurses and pharmacists and aides and old people that keep the air conditioning running in hospitals provide. They're healthcare heroes. They are being disrespected and sold down the river by their management. Consider this. In New York, one of the largest hospitals here, NYC Langone, spent $34 million on promoting themselves to wealthy insured patients rather than taking that money and plowing it into charity care. When you look at political contributions in New York here and across the country, not-for-profit hospitals through their trade associations pour in hundreds of millions of dollars a year in political contributions. That's another way they keep their names out of the newspapers, so to speak, and certainly out of the legislation, because it's a fat paycheck to our members of Congress and to state legislators. So what we really need is a lot more transparency relative to that. This information is in our report, and I tell you, Jerry, quite frankly, I was just shocked to see it. I was hoping it wasn't true. It is true, and unless and until we recognize that and start turning it around through more robust kind of naming and shaming, as well as greater oversight, the problem is not going to get solved. It's going to get worse. Relative to things like the big beautiful bill, hospitals are screaming that Medicaid is going to get cut, and that's not true. What is true is that the growth of Medicaid is going to be slowed, and that is a distinction with a difference.